How do you build a farm that generates cash flow 40 to 50 weeks a year from a crop that most people think is seasonal? After interviewing hundreds and hundreds of farmers on my podcast, I found that the most profitable market gardeners have one thing in common: a cash flywheel. That's one crop that pays bills consistently, one crop that funds it all. It funds experiments and it keeps the lights on while everything else grows. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 numbers behind one of the best lettuce systems that I've ever seen. It's run by Elliot Seldner at Fair Share Farm in North Carolina. He went from growing on just 10,000 square feet to multiple acres using lettuce as his foundation. And every single number in his business system is designed for one thing: paying for itself immediately. I'm Diego Diegio. Welcome to Modern Grower, and let's dive right in and find out how the math works on Fair Share Farm. Metric number 1, the $1,400 infrastructure threshold. This is the cost of building a single caterpillar tunnel, at least it was at the time when we recorded the podcast, and it's also Elliot's investment threshold. When most farmers think about infrastructure, they think of it as a long-term investment. You buy it, you use it for years, and it eventually pays off. Elliot thinks differently.
The economics were such that if we were able to sell a tunnel's worth of lettuce at $6 a pound, one harvest and complete sale of any given tunnel in cash value would be equivalent to the value of the caterpillar tunnel.
He calls this the one harvest payback test. If infrastructure can't pay for itself in a single crop cycle, he doesn't buy it. The math. Here's why that $1,400 matters. At $6 a pound for lettuce, you need to sell 233 pounds to hit $1,400. A single tunnel in prime season can produce between 400 to 425 pounds of lettuce. That's not just break even, that's a 71% margin on the infrastructure investment in one single harvest. The move. Before you buy any piece of infrastructure, run this test. Divide the cost of that equipment by your price per unit that you're growing using that equipment. That's your break even. Can you hit that in one growing cycle? If yes, the investment makes sense. If not, it might not. So dive a little deeper and really think if you need that piece of equipment or not. The mindset.
Use your brain first, cost it out, do the math, and decide whether or not these caterpillar tunnels in particular, or any other tool that you're interested in, is really going to help you serve your customers.
Your brain is free. Math is free. Do the calculation before you spend the money. $6 per pound. That's Elliot's lettuce price point in his market. And it's not arbitrary. A lot of farmers set prices based on what the competition is doing or what seems fair or what the market down the road is doing. Elliot sets prices based on what makes the math work.
Local lettuce is fresher and it's very tasty, and your customers will reward you for that. So use quality to win yourself customers.
The math. Here's the key insight. At $6 per pound, you need 233 pounds to pay off a $1,400 tunnel. At $4 per pound, you'd need 350 pounds, nearly the entire prime season harvest, just to break even. At $3 per pound, that's commodity lettuce pricing, you'd need 467 pounds. That's more than a single harvest produces. The price isn't about greed. It's about the math. At $6, the system works. For Elliot, at $3, he'd be farming for free. The move. Calculate your break even at different price points. What makes your infrastructure investment pay off in the least number of cycles. That's your minimum. If the market won't support that price, either find a different market or grow a different crop. The mindset. You're not competing on price. You're competing on quality and freshness, things that a lot of industrial farms can't match.
It's a great one for us to grow locally because it's very competitive with what your customers will already be getting either from the broadline or the grocery store.
Price to make the math work, not for the competition. Metric number 3, 233 pounds, the break even point. This is the break even point that Elliot had for a single tunnel. At that number, it unlocks everything else. When you know your break even, you know exactly what success looks like for any given harvest. The math. $1,400 for a tunnel divided by 6 pounds, that's 233 pounds at break even. Above 233 pounds, you've paid for the infrastructure and the rest is profit. In prime season, Elliot can hit over 400 pounds. That's 167 pounds of pure profit per tunnel. 167 times 6, $1,000 in profit. The move. Know your break even number for all of your infrastructure. Write it down, put it on the wall. When you harvest, you're either above the line or you're below it. This turns farming from a guessing game into a scoreboard. The mindset. Most farmers have no idea what their break even is on infrastructure. They harvest, they sell, and they hope. Elliot knows exactly the number he needs to hit to cover his costs, and that clarity changes everything. Metric number 4, 400 pounds, primetime yield. This is the primetime yield per block, and it's where the real money's made on Elliot's farm. Not every harvest is created equal. Lettuce has seasons, even inside a tunnel.
In the summertime, one block of 3 beds will give us something like 150, 200 pounds of lettuce. But the same block in primetime fall might give us 400, 425 pounds per block. And it's one of these things that you have to learn, and you have to learn your crop through the seasons.
Let that sink in. The same space produces double the yield in prime season versus summer. The math. Summer, 175 pounds average times 6, $1,050 in revenue. That barely covers the tunnel cost. But in the prime season, 412 pounds of harvested lettuce out of that tunnel in a single harvest. Multiply that by $6 per pound, $2,472 in revenue, 76% profit margin considering the cost of the tunnel. The difference is huge, $1,400 per bed block under the tunnel. If you have 20 tunnels and you can shift even a portion of your production to prime time, that's potentially $28,000 in additional revenue. The move.
Maybe lettuce isn't the best thing for me to grow in the tunnel because it's too hot. I'm going to put that out in the field and put tomatoes in here, or put basil in here, or do something to make sure that you're growing the most valuable thing that you can in your tunnels.
Don't force the crop into the wrong season. Know your primetime windows and maximize them. Fill the off-peak times with crops that perform better in those conditions. The mindset. Your tunnels are premium real estate. Every week ask, what's the most valuable thing I can grow in this space right now? Metric number 5, 800 plants. This is the density that drives revenue. This is the number that makes it all profitable. The paper pot transplanting system that Elliot uses allows for very specific, very dense planting.
So for paper pots on lettuce, we like to do 4 row by 6-inch chain. And that gives us 200 plants per row times 4 rows across. That's 800 plants per bed. That's our spring mix setup.
Let's break down why 800 matters. The math. 800 plants per bed times 3 beds per block, that's 2,400 plants per tunnel. If each plant produces even a half pound of saleable lettuce, that's 1,200 pounds potential per block. At 33% of that, accounting for losses, you're at 400 pounds, exactly Elliot's primetime number. The move.
One person can plant 3 beds in, I don't know, an hour or so, maybe not including setup, but it's entirely worth that time.
One person, 2,400 plants, 1 hour. That's the efficiency of the paper pot system. And efficiency is what makes $6 a pound lettuce profitable. The mindset. Density isn't about cramming more in. It's about maximizing revenue per square foot while maintaining quality. 800 plants is the sweet spot for Elliot, where he's not overcrowding, but he's also not wasting space. Metric number 6, 20 tunnels, the scale for year-round supply. This is the infrastructure that enables Elliot to produce 40 to 50 weeks of lettuce in North Carolina. Why 20? Not 10, not 30, 20.
Why 20 tunnels? 20 tunnels because it takes roughly 10, 12, 13 weeks in the slowest time of the year for us to get a good crop of lettuce off. And so we can basically serve our customers 40, 45, 50 weeks out of the year. And that's pretty good for us.
The math. This is very strategic. The slowest growing time is 13 weeks per crop. The tunnels needed for continuous harvest is 13 tunnels minimum. There's a buffer for succession plantings, which gives him another 7 tunnels. That's where he gets 20 total tunnels, guaranteeing supply in his bioregion for 40 to 50 weeks a year. At $2,400 per tunnel per primetime harvest, with 5 harvests per tunnel per year, that's 20 times 5 times 2,400. That could be up to $240,000 gross revenue potential from lettuce alone. The move. Don't build infrastructure randomly. Calculate backwards. How many weeks of lettuce do you want to supply? How many weeks of lettuce can you sell all of? What's your longest crop cycle? Add buffers for succession. That is what goes into calculating the amount of tunnels that you can put on your land. The mindset.
We eventually invested in a total of 20 Caterpillar tunnels. And really, the Caterpillar tunnels have let us deliver lettuce to our customers on a more reliable basis than how we used to grow out in the field.
He didn't buy 20 tunnels on day one. He proved the math with one and then scaled incrementally. Each tunnel passed one harvest payback test before the next tunnel was added. Metric number 7, 55 days, the turnaround that creates cash flow. This is the seed to harvest time for lettuce in his region. It's what makes lettuce a great cash flow crop, not just a crop. Many vegetables take 60 to 120 days to get to full maturity. For example, tomatoes, you might be 80 days after you transplant them. Peppers, similar. Winter squash, you're maybe over 100 days. Lettuce, just 55 days from seed.
We can look at the merits of lettuce. Okay, it's ready to harvest, seed to harvest in about 55 days. We can get 5 or 6 crops off any given space at that DTM per year. It really adds up.
The math. 55 days is about 8 weeks. 52 weeks divided by 8 weeks for that crop cycle gives you 6.5 potential crops per tunnel per year. Even accounting for turnover time, bed prep, seasonal slowdowns, 5 crops is achievable in more temperate climates. 5 crops, bringing in $2,500 per tunnel, assuming you can get peak production. That's 12,000 per tunnel per year. If you do that over 20 tunnels, you're looking at $240,000 in annual gross potential, assuming you can sell it all. Compare this to tomatoes, 1 to 2 harvests per space per year. The velocity of lettuce is what creates the cash flow. The move.
Lettuce just made sense in our climate. We could really push that on the shoulders that it made sense for it to be considered as a cash flywheel for us.
Identify the crop in your climate that has the fastest turnaround, the shorter, the better, high demand year round, and premium pricing potential. If you can find that crop and you can sell a bunch of it, that is what creates your cash flywheel. The mindset. Cash flow isn't always about a bigger harvest. It's about the most frequent harvest. Lettuce often wins because it turns over so fast. Now let's put all 7 of these numbers together. $1,400. That's the infrastructure cost that must pay back in one harvest. $6 per pound, the price point that makes the math work. 233 pounds, the break even that tells you if you're winning or losing on that infrastructure investment. 400 pounds, that's the primetime yield that generates the real profit at peak season. 800 plants, the density that maximizes revenue per square foot. 20 tunnels, the scale that enables year-round supply in 55 days. The turnaround that creates the cash flow. Every number feeds into the next. Change one, and the whole system can shift. Raise your prices to $7, your break even drops to 200 pounds. Increase the density, your yield potential goes up. Add 5 more tunnels, you can serve more customers or grow more weeks out of the year. There's a lot that can change, so run the numbers yourself in your own spreadsheet.
Analyzing those crops has let us understand far more intuitively what it will take costs and labor wise to do any other crop on the farm.
Master the math on one crop, and you'll understand the math on every crop. Now it's time to put this into action. Here's what I want you to do this week. Step 1, identify your cash flow flywheel candidate. What's one crop that can grow fast in your region that you can sell consistently and price at a premium? For Elliot, it's lettuce. For you, it might be microgreens, radishes, salad mix, or something else entirely. Step 2, run the one harvest payback test. What infrastructure do you need? What does it cost? Can one harvest pay it off? If yes, consider investing. If not, look for a different solution. Step 3, know your 7 numbers. Infrastructure cost, price point, break even, prime yield, density. Write them down, track them, optimize them.
Look up enterprise budgets, look up crop budgets. There are templates available for that, and use those sorts of things to your advantage.
That is the 7 metric system behind Fair Share Farms' lettuce operation. If you want to see the full transformation story, how Elliot went from 10,000 square feet to multiple acres using these exact principles, I have a full 1-hour presentation with him right here on this YouTube channel. I'll link to it in the description. For more business breakdowns like this, hit subscribe because we do new videos every week. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be nice, be thankful, and do the work.